Everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to be talking about a combination strategy, which is kind of a add-on to what I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And if you've been following my channel, I've been going over things like the linear line, the 90-95, the 13-48. And this strategy is a combination, and it's a mixture of all that. So if you watch what I talked about in the previous videos, those strategies still work. But this one, it's using all that, but it's using everything and kind of mixing it up and making a pretty good combination strategy. You can really find a lot of good moments of getting in. And this is basically combining linear line strategy, which I've talked about, with the 90-95, which I've talked about in separate videos, with some other indicators that will help. And it's kind of layered, and you can look at this and you could really find good moments to get in. So there's multiple ways of finding trades by setting this up. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to show you this layout and this combination strategy. And I'm going to show you how you can look for certain moments. And I'm going to go over this with crypto. I'm going to go over this with stocks. Going to go over this with Forex, and US 30, and the other asset. Yeah, Forex and other Forex pairs. So anyway, let me show you how to set it up and look for the proper, what to look for today. I'm going to be going over crypto, and we're going to be plugging this in. We're going to see how to find good signals to get into trades. Okay, so to set this strategy up, you need three indicators. You need the 90-95, which I've talked about in many videos. You can either get Ghost Market Pro. You need to get Ghost Market Pro and get the swing, and then check everything off. If you want to get the Ghost Market Pro package, you would check everything off and you get the 90-95 right here, and those are the only ones you need. If you don't want Ghost Market Pro, then you're going to have to use CM EMA trend bars, and you're going to put the settings of 90-95. And then the next one that you're going to need is the regularized moving average. So you go to regularized moving average, just select that one. And then you want to get to difference of two moving averages, and you're going to input the settings of 13 and 48. You go here in your settings and you change it to 13 and 48. Those are the settings to set the strategy up. Now we're going to be focusing on longer time frames for this strategy, but you can use this strategy for any time frame. There's many different strategies that you can use with this strategy, but for this video today, we're going to be focusing on longer time frames. So the strategy is very simple. You have to wait for everything to line up. So basically, when you look at your regularized moving average, at the point when it crosses, you want to make sure that your 1348 is also crossing up or below the zero line. And you want to make sure that your candles are going in that direction as well. They are pretty much all lined up for each other. So what we can sell right here is when we look at Bitcoin right here, and we see where it crossed down on the zero line, we can see right here at this moment that the 1348 is also crossing down on the zero line, and we also see that the candles are crossing down with the 90-95. So the more accurate this is, the better your results are going to be, and the longer you go in time frames, the better your results are going to be. Now, there's exceptions to this, which I'm going to go in another video. Certain assets, you really need to go to a smaller time frame. But if you want to get those big results, I focus on longer time frames, so we're going to focus on that today. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at all the moments where it would have resulted in some pretty good pretty good gains if we just followed this on the day chart. We'll look at some other time frames as well. But if you look right here on the day, the last time that it crossed up was right here. And if you draw a line, you can also see that the candles and everything is pretty much lined up. So you can see the candles are pushing through the 90. Well, they're not really pushing. It's not really pushing through at that moment, but it's still a good trade. So you want to make sure at least 2 of the 3 indicators here are giving you a signal. If you just find one here that is checking off, then it's not a good trade. So let's look real quickly at a couple more examples and some points when it won't work. So right here we see the regularized moving average is crossing below the 0 line. You don't see that the 1348 is quite crossing down, and the candles aren't. It's only checking off on one of these indicators here. So this is telling you that this is a bad trade, because you only see that happening once. You do not see it happening on the other 2 indicators. So this is a signal that it's not going to be a good trade. So everything has to check off at the moment of a crossing for it to be a good trade. Let's go back. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll go to some other time frames. So right here at this moment, this is still a good trade because 2 of them check off here. You got the regularized moving average crossing, and the EMA difference is going in that direction as well. It's not crossing with the candles, but you can already tell, because we load the 90-95 and we know the trend is going up, we know that this is a good trade because it's not going against the trend. You can visually see this and see, okay, well, it's crossing up, and the 1348 is also crossing up. So these candles are also going up, so this checks everything off. Even though the candles are not crossing through the 90-95, it's still a good trade. So even if the candles are going in that direction, that's one thing you need to check out for. So this is a good trade. So if we did follow this real quickly here, cross right about here, you rode it all the way up, this will result in some pretty good results. So let's look for another moment. We see it crossing again right here. This is not a good moment, in my opinion, because it's crossing up on the regularized moving average, but it's not there with the 1348, and it's not happening yet on the candles here. So even though this would have eventually led into a good trade, it's not checking all the boxes. So anyway, I showed you how to do it on the day. Now, I actually ended up recording this video like 4 to 5 times already. My screen capture is not working well on my phone, so if you're seeing this, it means I have some version of it out there that I caught, but there's a longer version of it that I couldn't record. But basically, if you want to do this, I showed you how to do it with the longer time frame. You can do it on the day. You can do it on 6 hour. If you want to scalp this, which is what hasn't been recorded, you want to identify you want to identify what trend it's going. To scalp this on a 1 minute or a shorter time frame, look on the 6 hours, see what direction it's going, and then look on the 1 minute or a shorter time frame. But 1 minute will do really good, but you got to be pretty quick with it. Identify what the direction is, and then look for the same way. Check the regularized moving average, see if there's a cross, and then look at the other 2 indicators to see if it's also checking off. So if you see that happening on the 1 minute, that's a good moment to get in, and it's a good moment to get in for a quick, fast scalp. So maybe I'll show you that in another video, but I just couldn't get that on video for technical reasons. But anyway, this strategy will show you how to do this on a longer time frame. If you want to use it for scalping, definitely identify the trend and then go to a smaller time frame. But anyway, I'll try to be putting this out there for the stock market, for the Forex market, and for the US 30 coming up. But I have been having some difficulties with my video recording. But anyway, if you do like this, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys with the videos.